Gave this beautiful tropical hose bath with cold water. This is the second year this plant has been in the house. It's beautiful when I bring it in, but it will not continue to flower through the winter. And it took a really long summer for this to bloom out like this. I was disappointed, but we'll see. Next year I'm going to put it in the greenhouse early. When things start happening, when I turn the heat on, this is going outside. That should speed up the process. I have posted this giant spider plant for sale. It needs to be repotted, but I'm selling it. It's in a nice pot. This, I keep going back and forth as to whether I want to sell it, because look at that. That is cool. I've only had this particular species of plant for a year, and I'm really loving the flowers. I have another one in the window. I have a picture of it. Probably easier to show you the picture than it is to open the curtain. But I have another piece of it there. I have two really similar, and I don't know if they're exact. If this one blooms the same little flower, then I'll know it's the exact same species. But I picked one from Florida, pinched it, and rooted it, that had a flower on it. I don't know if it's the same thing as the one my daughter gave me. So I'm bringing things in, bringing tropicals in, and I'm making room for tropicals. This one I posted for sale today. It took nice pictures. It's a nice piece. I've been growing this one for 5 years. It started out in a hanging pot, a small hanging pot. It was a small piece. Now I have it everywhere. Flowers are falling off that plant up above me. So this one is the same thing as the one I'm selling, and it is getting ready to bloom. The flowers are not impressive, but I like the plant a lot, and I have little pieces of it everywhere. I believe there's a little piece of it in here. Yep, right there in the middle. So I like the plant better than I like the flowers. This is a new one that I just put in here for propagation. This one right here. That's about the size of this one when I bought it. It's not showing up well, but it is just fabulous. It's been outside on the deck all summer, and it just did really well. So I don't know if I'm going to sell that, but I did propagate it. I have a couple pieces of it in a couple different pots. So I don't know if I'll sell it. While I was busy outside, my orchid rebloomed. That made me really happy. So that's where I'm at. I am bringing plants in. I stalled out for a week on bringing more in while I sell a couple. I have some in the greenhouse that are for sale. The little spider plants. But the weather's really nice outside. It's really hot. So I stalled out bringing things in for a minute. This whole shelf can be harvested. This is ginger and turmeric. So if I need the space later, which I probably will, if it hasn't died back by then, I have the option of harvesting it. So this is what I have so far inside. I washed this one really well too when I brought it in. It's huge. This was on my plant shelf last year, and it was blooming nicely a good part of the winter. So I'm really hoping for that again. I thought I would hang on to this one because it blooms. Spider plant's been in the house, and it doesn't look good. Did not like summering in the house, but I repotted it. Next year I think I'll put it out on the deck. plant that I was debating on whether to sell or not that I got from Florida, I hit that when it was hanging on the deck with the hose and broke off a bunch of pieces that were dangling down. I put them in this pot, which is residing in the greenhouse. I think it's okay to sell the one that looks really nice and is blooming because I have 2 pieces of it. I have the curtains open today. When it's really hot, I close them off some to keep the living room cool. It really warms things up even in the middle of the winter. But I have, this piece looks really good. It's not in full bloom anymore. Looks like it just petered out, and it's got another one maybe forming. This is called Purple. I just wrote it down. Purple Heart. That is a purple heart. It is from the Spiderwort family of plants. It comes from the Gulf of Mexico. But I have posted pictures of it. It is going on Facebook Marketplace for $10. Bye-bye, Spiderwort. I love you.